Go.
Good evening, everyone. It's Thursday, September 26th, 7 o'clock. This is the Groveland Cable TV Advisory Board meeting. We're going to be discussing two agenda items this evening. First is going to be questions that will go out to an online survey. I'm just going to read through the questions so people at home will know what's going to be on the survey. The beginning will say, as the town of Groveland prepares for contract negotiations with cable television provider Comcast, the Groveland Television Advisory Board seeks community input regarding the service provided and what residents want to see changed for the next contract. We ask the citizens in town to complete this survey through SurveyMonkey so we may be better informed as to the needs of the cable subscribers in town. Thank you for your participation and support. Your participation in this process and constructive feedback is important to us. Question number one, or the first part of the section will focus on satisfaction with your cable provider. Question one, which cable company do you subscribe to, Comcast or satellite? Question two will be a number of questions. How would you rate the following aspects of your cable service? Each question will have 6 possible answers. 1 will be not satisfied at all. 2 will be somewhat dissatisfied. 3 will be neither dissatisfied or satisfied. 4 will be somewhat satisfied. 5 will be very satisfied. And 6 will be non-applicable. So the first question will be quality of programming content. Next one will be diversity of programming content. Next will be quality of channels offered, followed by diversity of the channels offered. Next will be amount of high definition channels in the programming lineup, accuracy of the program guide, picture quality, sound/audio quality, on-air signal quality, customer service, and cost. Question 3. Has your cable provider removed a channel or channels that you watch? Yes or no? And it leaves an area for people to put what channels. Question 4, have you ever contacted the customer support department of your cable provider? Yes or no? Question 5, were you satisfied with the customer support you received? Yes or no? Were you satisfied with the length of the time it took for your issue to be resolved? Yes or no? Question 7, was your issue ever resolved? Yes or no? Question 8, did you have to contact customer service support more than once regarding this issue? Yes or no? 9, briefly can you describe any issues you have had in the past? Question 10, do you bundle your services? Yes or no? Question 11, if you answered yes to the previous question, which services do you bundle? Cable television, internet, or telephone? Question 12, what improvements would you like to see from your cable provider? And they'll have a box for you to list what improvements. Question 13, What concerns do you have with your cable provider? And there'll be a box in the online survey for you to list your answer. Question 14. Do you feel as though you are getting the full value of your cable subscription fees? Answer yes or no. 15. Briefly, please describe why you feel this way. 16. In the space provided, please add any further comments you may have regarding your cable provider or cable services. The next section will be regarding Groveland Public Cable Access. This section of the survey will focus on your satisfaction with your local public access television. So question 17 would be, are you aware that the town of Groveland provides content for 2 cable channels, Channel 9 for government meetings and notices, and Channel 22 for general interest in education programs? Yes or no? Question 18, have you watched Groveland Public Access television channels? Yes or no? Question 19, have you watched the Board of Selectmen meetings, Planning Board meetings, or Zoning Board of Appeals meetings? Yes or no? Question 20, if you watch the government meetings on Channel 9, do you find it helpful to stay informed with what is happening in Groveland? Yes or no? 21, do you find it helpful to watch the meetings on YouTube? Yes or no? Question 22, have you watched Pentucket Regional High School sports on Groveland Public Access Television? Yes or no? Question 23, have you watched the Dr. Elmer Bagnall School's Festival of Lights? Yes or no? Question 24, do you wish coverage of school events to continue? Yes or no? Question 25, Groveland currently has 2 part-time employees that operate our system. They are Chris LeCurry, who handles the program scheduling and working with our vendors to repair or replace broken equipment, and Charlie Mendez, who records many of the government meetings and school events. Have you met either employee? Yes or no? Question 26. If you have asked either employee for assistance, have they been helpful? Yes or no? And then question 27, what improvements would you like to see to public access television? So I basically had taken a number of surveys that were given to me by other towns and cities, and I think Rob was really helpful in this, but I did eliminate a number of questions. I figured I wanted to keep it short and to the point. Some of the surveys had like 4 times as many questions, and I think people will be more apt to answer an online survey if we keep it short and to the point.
I agree.
And leave area for them to add information that they want us to know. For anyone watching at home, again, the town of Groveland is in negotiation with Comcast, who is our cable provider, for a contract renewal. We will be putting the survey up online and ask people to participate, answer the survey, so we can get information that we need. Does anyone have anything that they feel they wanted to add, modify, or delete?
Does it make any sense to mail these out?
No, by doing online, we can tabulate the answers quickly,
Faster, yeah,
and time is of the essence
true.
to get this done in time.
So can you explain for me and
Yep.
for anybody who doesn't understand,
Okay.
how are they going to do this online? Is it gonna be explained on the programming, or exactly how do they do that?
I'm not, we plan on using SurveyMonkey, and I know we had talked about that and had approved it.
Yeah.
And because other communities have used it.
Right.
And by doing it online, that means we don't have to crunch numbers and say 50% of the
Right.
people said this, 50%. It all will tabulate automatically for us. So it makes it easier processing the information.
Okay, so they go on to the website and they'll be directed to SurveyMonkey for this particular thing, and then just follow the
Correct.
directions.
Correct. So we will, once we have it up online, we will have it on the town website. We will put it on our message boards
Mhm.
that are on all the time when programming, video program is not on.
Okay, do we have a process for those who may not have a computer or access to doing it online?
We can invite them to participate by going to the library, because
Okay.
the library offers free computers and would assist people doing that.
Okay. What if they can't do that, and there may be very minimal numbers, but
Yep.
can we still have some in-hand papers that if somebody,
probably could do
mail
that.
it out to somebody?
Yeah,
Right.
if somebody requests it,
Okay.
yeah.
Just
But again,
to
it
reach
just
as many
makes
as
it
possible.
easier to tabulate the results.
Right.
If we do online.
I'm just not sure how many people are gonna take the initiative to go find it on the website and submit it.
Yeah,
I
well,
don't know
again,
what kind of
people
numbers we're
watching
looking
this,
for.
you know, we've gotta go with that first, and then we can always
Sure.
fall back. It will be up to us as committee, board members to talk with people. I mean, each of us talks with 10, 20, 30 people in town over the course of a week. You know, if we
Right.
ask everyone that we know
Did you
to
take the
talk
survey?
it,
Yeah.
you know, and they ask two people, you know, and so on.
Mhm.
Yes, I know it sounds simplistic,
No.
but it can be done, and then we can go from there.
Yeah, I know a lot of organizations use this process and use SurveyMonkey. Just so long as it's explained where to go and in that.
Yep.
Once they're on the website, it'll tell them what to do.
It will. So, do you see anything that you would like to add?
I mean, I haven't looked at anything from other towns,
Okay.
but I think this is fairly comprehensive. I think anything longer would probably risk people
won't do
not
it.
Yeah, and
doing it.
that's my
Right.
fear. I
Yeah.
didn't wanna, some of the surveys, like I say, that I looked at, were like 100 questions.
Right.
And I just think we
It's
gotta
too
get to
much.
the point to find out if people are happy with Comcast. And if not, what they don't like, whether it's service, whether it's price, whatever. And then we also have to look at ourselves and invite feedback. You know we had problems with our audio for the longest time. And we changed vendors and got a new vendor that I believe has done a really good job. And I want to thank you for working with our new vendor to get that problem corrected. Because from what I see for board meetings, the sound is so much better than what it has been in the past.
Yeah, I think Michael did a great job.
Yeah.
I'm really happy with
Yeah.
what they did with the boundary mics. I think we may want to look at getting one or two more
Yeah.
because I think the podium could use one.
Yeah. So we'll post that for our next
And
meeting.
I think that they did a fantastic job fixing the PA and making that a usable thing.
Yep.
That
Yeah.
next candidates night we're going to be able to blow people away with
Yep.
how loud that can be if we have 100.
Well, that people
150
can be understood in there.
Right.
You know, for the
Yeah.
longest time, I mean, we spent money, and it's like, and I just don't understand, you know, when we were there and they're telling us, well, you have to buy this and this and this, and it's like, yeah, but you didn't tell us. We told you what we needed. And Michael, what's his name?
Michael Reidiger from Unique Media Systems.
Right.
Yeah, they're the people that fix
Yeah,
it.
he finally came in, looked at what we had, and said, you need this, and we did it, and we have good results now.
Yeah,
We have
basically
good-
what he had said about what the PA, just an aside, was like, it looked like those were like supermarket PA speakers, which made no sense to him, and it
Okay.
wasn't amplified enough. We didn't have an amplifier, so
Yeah.
that part of the bid from HB last time was really screwed
Yep.
up. So yeah, I'm very happy with
Okay.
It's
the
good, it
results.
takes time sometimes to
Yep.
find the right system.
So I'm happy with that. Do you two see anything else?
I would like to see a question on there saying, would you like to see another cable company in the town of Groveland?
Well, we know what the answer is going to be to that. It'll be
I mean, but-
resoundingly yes, but the problem is,
I
Is-
know that. All I want you to do is to
Yep.
state that in
Okay.
the questions.
okay, we can add number
Yeah.
28.
Are you aware that no other cable company?
No,
will
it
bother?
would be, would you like to see another,
Well,
a
Yeah.
second?
Would you like to see
Yeah.
a second cable company in the town of Groveland?
even if 100% of people say yes, there's nothing that we can do. about
That's right,
that.
exactly.
Yeah,
But
but
it
he's
lets
right.
them
We-
know
we-
that we're
we-
not
still have to-
satisfied,
Yeah,
and that if
Yeah.
that opportunity came,
We'd take it.
We'd take
we'd
it,
love.
so-
We'd love it.
yeah.
Right.
because we have had,
We've asked for it.
we've talked to them a few times, and they have declined the opportunity at this point.
Yeah.
So yes, okay, so we will amend that to include that question. Would you like to see another cable provider, competing cable provider in town? And then go from there?
Yeah.
Okay,
Just adds to the
anything
information.
else? Okay, so then I would like, second agenda item was I had received an email from Denise, and the Board of Selectmen have made wishes about what they want in the new contract. Mike would like to see same or more funding than the existing contract.
All right, give me a definition of that segment. Give me a definition of that sentence. He wants to see,
Either stay where we are or get more money, sounds like to me,
to.
They would like to
what?
see more funding.
from this
Same.
the new contract.
Same or more funding than, well,
Funding
They
or
put-
service?
they put that funding. Funding is what I get. So he wants more money, is bottom line,
From Comcast
From
to
Comcast.
Groveland.
to Groveland. So to me,
For-
that says he would like to see either same or more capital and same or more on the percentage
For
back.
having their company in town.
Right. Right.
Okay, I just wanted a definition of that.
And then Bill O'Neill would like to see more money than the existing contract. Bill Dunn, comment, will not accept anything less than what is currently included in the contract. In addition, he wants to see a flat dollar amount in section 6.5 as a percentage would fluctuate too much. And then Kathy would like to see a cost of living increase applied to the next contract. Over the course of 10 years, the cost of equipment and salaries have increased while Comcast payments have stayed static. I think I would like to ask all the board members before our next meeting to review the draft so we can start discussing that. And then I would say we're probably going to have to start meeting on a weekly basis in order to get done what we need to get done in the time that we need. So I will be contacting everyone over the next week to find out your availability over the next couple of weeks so we can meet more often than what we have.
Okay.
And that's all I have for tonight. Does anyone have anything they wish to propose for our next meeting? Okay,
I mean, is it a good idea for Bill to be at our next meeting, or is that our town council?
we can ask for him, sure. Yeah, and meet with him again.
He's going to be doing the negotiating, right? So I think
Yeah,
it would be good
yeah,
to get
that's
him
why
up
we're
to
gonna
speed.
be paying the town attorney to
Yeah.
negotiate for us. Yep. And then we will be looking at dates for, we're gonna have to schedule our ascertainment hearing
Right.
here in town hall, so I'll contact Denise, Bill, and Comcast to see what availability is for the ascertainment hearing. And I would say that will be very important for us to get the word out to people to show up for that. If we don't have 100 people in that room, for that hearing, it will not look good for us in the negotiation process. Ideally, it would be nice to have people out the side doors. And so that meeting for the ascertainment hearing will be critical for us.
What do people expect at that meeting? Like, what are we presenting anything, or?
We will be asking people, the Groveland voters will have the opportunity to address, their concerns at that meeting. The only thing that will not be able to be addressed at that meeting, my understanding is cost. The cost of the cable bill will not be a subject that can be brought up. But quality of service, whether you've had issues with signal quality or auto quality, can be brought up. Whether you've had problems with the service technicians on installations can be brought up. But that will be key to have people show up to that meeting. In past times, we've had like 20 or 30 people and only like 2 or 3 people talk. So you can't have a good bargaining position if you don't have a number of people participating and saying, I believe we need this, this, and this. So we
Maybe
will
the
let,
selectmen could mention that at their next meeting once we set a date.
yeah, once we set a
We
date.
haven't set a date yet. Okay.
No, but we have to coordinate with Denise for the room. We have to coordinate with Bill Hewig, the attorney. We have to coordinate with
Comcast.
us. We have to coordinate with Comcast. So I would be looking at the beginning of November, probably the first week in November.
Yeah.
For this.
So, we've got the survey going out as soon as possible.
Yep.
And you're gonna run that as a informational thing on the station as well,
Right.
Yeah.
and maybe include in there, look for dates of ascertainment, just so they know
Yep.
what's coming up.
Yep.
Because some might think, oh yeah, I've done the survey, I don't need to show up. I think it's very important that we all understand showing up is as important, if not more
Yep.
important than the survey, but it's great to have the two things.
Well, one of the things for the people who actually watched 9 and 22, once we have the date, we
Right.
will have Chris put it up as a page on the bulletin board.
Okay.
And then we will, at every one of the Board of Selectmen meetings, we will also ask during public comment to address the board and address the people, since so
Right.
many people watch Board of Selectmen meetings.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I know we can get the work done,
Oh, sure.
okay? Anything else?
No?
Okay, then I will entertain a meeting to adjourn at 7:27.
I'll move to adjourn. 7:27.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, thank you, everyone.